Yo, it's Black Rose. Sorry I've been away for a while. Ignore the camera quality, it's a little bad. It's extremely late right now and people are sleeping, so I'm not trying to wake them up. Um, I know I've taken a break from content creation, and that was largely due to work outside of YouTube and some personal things I was dealing with, trying to get myself back into the right headspace for making content. And the reality is, I'm back. So, uh, I'm working on a new album right now. It's only going to be 5 songs. I'm going to kind of keep myself limited as best as I can because this next album is going to be titled 2025. 2025 was not a year that I like to think about. It was a very horrible year for me. There was a lot of things that had happened, and I figured instead of complaining about them or talking about them in like a update video, it would be better to focus on the music side of things and make sure that my content stays consistent with what I'm already kind of doing with making music and trying to get something out there for people to be able to listen to and relate to. So I really wanted to wait on this album until I was absolutely ready and had all of the songs written at least, and I'm working on the final one right now. But like I said, it's extremely late, so I have to kind of dial it back a bit. Um, but I wanted to have an album that encapsulated all of my feelings, and there's a fly here. Um, I wanted to encapsulate all of the feelings that I was feeling throughout 2025, and all of the and a song that really like spearheads the whole album as like this is the best explanation of how I felt during that time frame. 2025 was probably the worst year of my absolute life. So I really want to try and make album just as not only a reminder, but also my life during 2025 was probably the absolute worst I've ever been at, and I made it through it. So hearing these songs, it's going to be a little more depressing for some people. They're going to see a lot more into my head and my thought processes and how I was feeling. My friends who listen to my music, a little bit of a heads up on that. You are going to get a little bit of a glimpse inside of how my brain processes a lot of different things. So just fair warning before you hear any of these songs. But this album is a passion of mine to upload. I started working on it December 26th, right after Christmas, and I took a break because of, like I said, everything going on with like real life and things outside of YouTube that were just completely out of my control. So it was very hard for me to sit down and get everything ready and up and running for the album because it takes a second to get those um, songs written, sang, and going out of my way to get the people that I have doing my instrumental to be able to send me the audio files so I can compose it all together and get the songs where I want them. Um, it does take a lot more work than just sitting down and playing with them, but given the fact that one's in California, one's in Texas, and one's in Maine, it's really hard to get together, if you know what I mean. So I am still utilizing some AI for the audio when I don't have the time to speed along the processes, because I know you guys don't want to wait like 6 months for me to upload a song just because I'm having issues trying to sing. I've been sick, So that also kind of put back some of my content because I couldn't sing for extended periods of time to get the audio that I needed. It's been extremely cold, so recording at work for my audio wasn't possible, and at the house, it's so busy all the time that it's really hard for me to even find time to record here, so I just don't. And there's a lot of things that just kind of come out of this. Mostly just, I wanted to thank you guys so much for getting me to 100 subs, obviously, in person rather than just on a video as an audio. And also, thank you guys so much for your continued support. I hope you like the music that I'm uploading. If you don't, I'd love to hear some feedback on what I could do to make these songs a little bit better, or the directions that you guys think that I should take my music in the career of, or like music career in the direction of. But there is one more thing I wanted to address before people start assuming that I'm doing this because I want to get paid or it's some selfish reason. My music is always going to be free. Forever. I'm not chasing a record deal. I'm not chasing being a musician. I am chasing making music for people that need music in their life. Good music that has emotion and depth and personality behind it. Something that I feel like has been lost with a lot of modern music. And that's the main reason why I am doing this. I am doing this because I want my music to always be free. I want, even if I hit the point where my YouTube channel does blow up and I could make millions of dollars making videos, I don't want to accept any kind of money for the music that I'm writing. I don't want to accept any music for any content that I make. As a YouTuber, as someone who's making content, my content, I want it to always be free to you guys. I always want people to not worry about my view count or feel like I'm gonna stop uploading something just because it's not getting popular. I want to upload because that is what I want to do. I do not want you guys to think that you have to support me. If you don't feel like it, I understand. But if you like the music, there will be more. I will continue to upload music as long as I can. I will upload in my time when I have the time. And I promise you, all of the music that I will upload will always be free. From day one to day 1,001. Every music, every song, every lyric is yours. Music doesn't belong to me, it belongs to everybody. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's kind of how this is going, and give you guys a little bit of an update. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Rose 271 signing off. Thank you and have a good night.